Activision's Call of Duty is back in a familiar setting for first-person shooters, World War II. Starting in Normandy on D-Day, you'd battle your way through Europe and some of the World War II's most iconic locations. If you're new to the channel, this is where we boil games down to their four main components: graphics, sound, gameplay and replay value, to give you an overall score. Before we start, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to see all our reviews. Let's get into it.
Like teaming up with the SOE, British Special Forces.
Something big's happening.
The cutscenes in this game are some of the best you will see. The character models are expertly detailed to the point where the characters look just like their real life actors. There's a cinematic feel here with well placed cameras and great depth of field. Understandably, the character models take a small hit in quality when the gameplay starts, but the environments are stunning. From small town streets to snowy roads, there's a real atmosphere here. And when the guns start firing, the IW engine really takes centre stage, with carnage flying everywhere. There are some drawbacks though. A lot of this game is spent in the dark, which sometimes makes it hard to see.
Just gotta stop those trucks. Get on that AA gun, Daniels!
As you would expect with a budget as big as this game has, the score here is excellent, rising to match the quality of the cinematic cutscenes. Before the action heats up, you can get lulled in a false sense of security, but when the bullets start flying and the bombs start dropping, the sound sucks you in and makes you feel like you're standing in the middle of a war zone. There's not a lot of variety of guns here, but that didn't seem to affect my enjoyment of this game. This is very much a corridor-based shooter. You follow the action from cutscene to cutscene, but that doesn't detract from the experience. The enemies aren't exactly intelligent, but the sheer weight of numbers can make the game feel quite challenging at times, with some missions bordering on frustrating. But with a little skill and maybe some luck, you can get through. You can cruise through the campaign of this game in 6 to 10 hours, depending on, of course, the difficulty you choose and your skill level, but the campaign is just the start of the journey. Multiplayer has always been a major part of the Call of Duty games, and this game is no exception. And whilst this review is not based around the multiplayer content, there is certainly a lot of replay value here.
You'll be all right.
For me, there was a lot of nostalgia here. I was quickly taken back to my younger days of playing Medal of Honor Frontline on the PS2, with some of the scenes being like for like. You could be forgiven for thinking you're watching a Hollywood movie at times. The combination of cinematics and bombastic gameplay really captured the gritty feeling of war. The drawback with Call of Duty games is always the fact that they release games year on, year out, which can make the games seem less than they are. But this game stands on its own. It had me from the moment I started until the fade to black at the end, and I plan to turn around and play it again very soon. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to smash that like button, make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss any of our videos. Until next time, this has been an LTD Games Review.
Sie können weiter, Fräulein Schneider.